Hello. Let's get started with a message. Let's use my homemade deck first. What is a message that wants to come through for the collective spirit? Message for the collective. Can you get us started on a message? Connecting with trees. Okay. Getting grounded. And sacred geometry may be significant for someone during this time. Sacred geometry, okay. Interconnectedness, oneness with the universe, divine communication and language, bridges material and spiritual realms, chakra activation, enhancing a deeper connection with the divine and the cosmos, pattern recognition in nature, art, architecture, numbers, and mathematics, ancient roots, Egyptian, Greek, Hindu, pyramids, mandalas. I'm also thinking Merkaba. Okay, yeah, the message that's coming through to get grounded is due to you're experiencing an energetic upgrade. Fluctuating emotions, heightened sensitivity, adjusting to new higher frequencies, chakra blockages clearing, allowing energy to flow more freely. Every upgrade aligns you to your highest potential. Your consciousness is elevating. Increased synchronicities in multiple forms and ways. This is a Herbal Astrology. Is there a message from the Herbal Astrology for the collective? Way too many here. There's 3 here. Let me just read out what came out. 14, hibiscus, joy. 30, echinacea, destiny. And 10, mugwort, psychic healing. Okay. 2 cards. Let's take them. 16, Mukuna, journey, as well as 40, ginseng, magician. Okay, spiritual quest, I'm thinking. Let's read up on ginseng, magician. Okay, some of the key words. Master manifester, boundless energy, potential, resourcefulness, expansion. And your guidance is ginseng, like the magician in the tarot, embodies the wizardry and brilliance. You are a master manifester, and now is the time to sow the seeds of your dreams to bring your intentions to fruition. I'm sure you've already sown plenty of seeds. This is the germination period, the gestation period. The tools, skills, and wisdom you've gathered have led you to this moment. Ginseng's unique signature trait reminds you to keep a clear vision consistently unmotivated by ego, meaning status, money, and vanity, to manifest a deeply powerful and creative light in alignment to your higher self. Reversed ginseng reminds you not to fall into the trap of empty intentions just because of the obsessive focus on the end result. Deeply listen and realize to the wizard within and act solely with intention and for the greater good. Okay. Now let's go to journey. Okay, some of the keywords. Let's read the keywords. State of transition, indeed. Leaving behind what is familiar, moving toward the unknown, connection to a higher mind, trusting higher consciousness. And we read about how your consciousness is elevating, that you have a deeper connection with the divine and the cosmos when reading about the sacred geometry cards and the energetic upgrade. Okay, so let's skip to the guidance. You may be in a state of transition. That word is very, it's coming out a lot lately in my readings. We used to receive a lot of messages about transformation, specifically using the word transformation. Now it's transition, being in between worlds. You may be in a state of transition, about to leave familiar territory and initiate a new journey. Something in your gut is telling you it's time for a shift, to enter a new physical space and or field of awareness. The powers of both Mercury and Uranus oftentimes appear as spontaneous opportunities out of the blue. Okay, that's significant. Out of the blue, because I was reading something not too long before pressing record, and that phrase was used at least twice. Out of the blue. Okay? Out of the blue. This is the power of the higher mind, magnetizing opportunities that match your spirit's frequency. Don't resist the journey in the name of comfort. The overwhelming rush of emotions that rise before big opportunities is signaling opportunities for growth. While the waters might seem turbulent at times, the sea of opportunities ahead will be tranquil. Lots of water imagery. And that makes me think of the Six of Swords. While the waters might seem turbulent at times, the sea of opportunities ahead will be tranquil. Let go of whatever is holding you back, be it from the past or present, and hold your gaze steadily into your future self. Okay, makes me think of the Two of Wands, Three of Wands. All right. And look, the next card is number 17, Go to Kola, higher consciousness. Okay, upright, hermit, solitude, soul searching, realization, greater knowing, enlightenment. Okay. Let's go to the Gateway of Light activation. Is there anything else that you'd like to impart to the collective in regards to their energetic upgrade, their ascension, their connection with higher consciousness? Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. Okay, Atlantis is starting to appear in the readings with more frequency, alongside oracles surrounding Lemuria as well. So ancient civilizations, memories from ancient civilizations such as Atlantis and Lemuria, and of course, ancient Egypt. Okay. What's been dormant is awakening. Okay? What's been dormant is awakening. Memories of Atlantis, page 106. Okay, let's read about Memories of Atlantis. Legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, we did mention water, right? Water. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. You have many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, extremely psychic, and known for their ability to combine the laws of science and spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. Heaven on earth, okay. The new earth, and definitely makes me think of Lemuria. Harmonious living. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connection. Their disrespect for the earth and ocean caused a great cataclysm that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans, who had continued to live with spiritual integrity, had an awareness of what was to come, so precognition abilities, and were able to achieve full ascension and move beyond the physical realm to that of light. They are now a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels and masters, work with those upon planet Earth who are following the ascension path in alignment with devotion and love. So likely, part of your members of your spirit team are beings who you may have known in Atlantis, also Lemuria. They are part of the congregation of souls on your spirit team at this time. Okay, work with those upon planet Earth, okay, who are following the ascension path in alignment with devotion and love. If this card comes up for you and has a strong energy or seems familiar, it's a good chance that you are a former Atlantean who didn't honor your spiritual connection then and are being given an opportunity to avoid making the same mistakes now. Okay, so that's a potential as well. That you are a former Atlantean who didn't honor your spiritual connection. Of course, it's also possible that you are among the Atlanteans who continue to live with spiritual integrity and had an awareness of what was to come during that time before the cataclysm. Okay, your message is you are being transported through a gateway to connect with ancient Atlantis. Know that by drawing this card today, you are receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of the soul. You are becoming aware of your gifts, and this is an exciting time, but also a time when the energies of your ego can become loud and obnoxious. Yes, this may be happening. Very likely, because there's a great transition happening right now. A transitioning from old energies to new energies. Energies that are more in line with 5D consciousness, heaven on earth. Living by love rather than fear. Know that this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with the highest good and rooted, connecting with trees, rooted in the energies of devotion. Then there can be a great coming together of the human and spiritual, and you can live in a more evolved way. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Spiritual acceleration makes me think. Okay, and also the balancing of your masculine and feminine energies. Okay, we're also seeing Eight of Pentacles. So now I'm getting your career. Well, that's part of your spiritual journey here, your spiritual quest. Everything is interconnected. Can you tell us more about the collective journey? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, progress. Makes me think of, I think I mentioned germination. Being in the germination, incubation period, the King of Cups. Very emotionally open, available, unafraid to express his vulnerability, to express his emotions. He's very tapped into source, higher consciousness. Okay, so his eyes are closed, making me think about focus. Focusing on what's going on within. Your own energy. The Death card, Death and Rebirth. We have the Ace of Wands. That's your spiritual abilities, connection with higher consciousness. The World. Okay, the completion of a cycle, the beginning a new one. Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah, more messages surrounding your spiritual and psychic abilities. Okay, spirals, the Fibonacci spiral, sacred geometry. Yeah, make me think here. So if you're, for example, drawn to sacred geometry, if you're working with sacred geometry, that is helping with your ascension. Okay, Three of Swords energy here. Thoughts impacting your feelings. Okay, Three of Swords. Her mouth is wide open. She's releasing. She's expressing. Okay. Judgment. New self is being born. Yeah. Rebirth energy. And the Judgment card is under the Death and Rebirth card. I'm noticing the infinity symbols. Okay. On the Death and Rebirth. Ace of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, getting grounded. Staying as grounded as possible. The Star card. Okay, so the star is kind of under the World card. So, and we saw the Eight of Pentacles earlier. So you may be doing something online. You're a content creator potentially, or that is something you're considering, or that's part of your journey. Look at that, Six of Wands. Okay, you're going to be receiving recognition of some kind. It may be sudden. Okay, did we? Yes, we read something about out of the blue, right? Here's the Tower. something in regards to your career is going to be happening out of the blue. Can you tell us more about this Tower energy? My goodness, you're kidding me. 10 of Pentacles, 2022 on the timer. Okay, the ego, the human mind. I'm experiencing that right now. It's like too good to be true. Okay? And the human mind is going to try to figure out the how. Leave it up to the universe. Okay? Divine orchestration is happening. So you may attract a following. You may already have a following if you have an online presence. Okay, yep, I'm noticing. Is this a tree of life? I'm not sure. Kabbalah, tree of life, sacred geometry is significant. Okay, and that also makes me think, yes, you're receiving support from cosmic guides, your star family. Yeah, seeing the star card here, she's looking up at the cosmos. You have so much support, but in the physical. This is 10 of Pentacles. You're attracting support in the physical as well. Your soul tribe, a community, a loving community, a loyal community. I'm noticing the dog. Experiencing a real sense of home, belonging, community, feeling stable. Okay, that's pretty good. 20. I'm going to try to keep this under half an hour. Okay, where now? Where now? Where now? Okay. Wisdom, the wisdom of Avalon. Let's close with this. Yeah, since I think wizards were mentioned, right, when we were reading about the magician. Okay. Closing message. Closing message. What's the message that wants to come through from Wisdom of Avalon? Look at that. I'm not surprised. This crossed my mind because we saw the 10 of Pentacles. And I've seen this card come out, at least I think, in 2 other readings recently. Okay? Wealth. Number 34. And it may happen out of the blue. Okay? Shall we read about that? 34. Trust in the divine plan. Okay? All right. This is the marker of abundance and success and the achievement of a goal. It can refer to real riches and tangible results such as money or possessions, but it can also portend a time of emotional satisfaction. It's always a reminder that all things can be attained. Know that wealth includes sharing. For this card is also a reminder to give something away to help another, be it money, time, or anything of value. Sharing will always ensure the flow of wealth. This marker is a very fortunate omen. So that this marker or message, energy is coming out, that tells me that yes, you are giving and receiving energetically. You're allowing the inflow and outflow of energies. And we can give and receive in a multitude of ways. We can give smiles. We can give our time, our attention to others. We can open doors for others. make others laugh. Others make us laugh. There are so many ways, so-called mundane ways, these so-called small gestures that make such a grand difference in the unfolding of our lives. So many different conceptions of wealth. So this makes me think, yes, this is not the kind of wealth that will leave you feeling empty. You will feel fulfilled. Feeling fulfilled within. Therefore, what is reflected in your physical reality will indeed reflect what you're experiencing within. Yeah. Contentment. Feeling assured that you are divinely guided always. Okay, let's end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.